Welcome to Code Hub India. This is the proposed bootcamp that school and colleges may make request to Code Hub India to host this bootcamp. Introduction of Autodesk Maya. The Autodesk registered trademark Maya registered trademark program is big. It is really huge. This tutorial will guide to help you not only understand Maya but also learn about Maya. If you're looking for a quick reference guide that simply describes each and every button, control, and tool in the Maya interface, turn to the Maya documentation that comes with the software. This tutorial WICT is an explanation illustrated with practical examples. The skills you acquire through the examples in this tutorial should prepare you for using Maya in a professional environment. To that end, some features, such as lighting and rendering with Mental Ray registered trademark, N-Dynamics, Fluids, and Maya Muscle, have received more emphasis and attention registered trademark than others. Features that have not changed significantly over the past few versions of the software, such as Maya software rendering, standard Maya shaders, and older rigging techniques, receive less attention since they have been thoroughly covered elsewhere. When you will go through this tutorial and work through the exercises, do not hesitate to use the Maya help files. To use the help files, click the Help menu in the Maya menu interface. The documentation consists of a large library of Maya resources, which will appear in your default web browser when you access the help files. Experienced Maya artists never hesitate to use the help files to find more information about the software. Autodesk Maya 2016 Certification. Autodesk R certifications are industry-recognized credentials that can help you succeed in your career, providing benefits to both you and your employer. Getting certified is a reliable validation of skills and knowledge, and it can lead to accelerated professional development, improved productivity, and enhanced credibility. Benefit of this tutorial: you should be familiar with the following: understanding of Maya interface, concept of computer image, such as color channels, masking, resolution, and image compression, concept of computer animation, such as keyframes, squash and stretch, and 3D coordinate systems. Understanding about the Maya shaders, such as the Blinn, Phong, Lambert, layered, and anisotropic materials, as well as standard textures, such as fractal, ramp, noise, and checker. Understanding about the lighting and rendering with standard Maya lights and the Maya software renderer. The fundamental of working with NURBS curves, polygon surfaces, and NURBS surfaces. What is the content of the tutorials working in Autodesk Maya? In this section you will learn about various nodes and the node structure that make up a scene. Using the hypergraph, outliner, hypershade, attribute editor, and connection editor to build relationships between nodes is demonstrated through a series of exercises. Introduction to animation. In this section you will learn about basic rigging with inverse kinematics as well as animating with keyframes, expressions, and constraints. Hard surface modeling. In this section you will learn about the various types of surfaces you can use to model. It will let you know through numerous approaches for modeling parts of a bicycle. Organic modeling. In this section you will learn about building a humanoid mesh using polygon and subdivision surface techniques. Smooth mesh polygons, creasing, and soft selection are demonstrated on various parts of the model. Rigging and muscle. In this section you will learn about inverse kinematics, and covers smooth binding and proper rigging techniques. Maya muscle is introduced and demonstrated on a character's leg. Animation techniques. In this section you will learn about deformation tools available in Maya. Creating a facial animation rig using blend shapes is demonstrated, along with texture deformers, nonlinear deformers, and the geometry cache. We also take a look at importing motion capture. Lighting with Mental Ray. In this section you will learn about variety of lighting tools and techniques that can be used when rendering scenes with Mental Ray. Indirect lighting using global illumination, final gathering, and the physical sun and sky network are all demonstrated. Mental ray shading techniques. In this section you will learn about mental ray shaders and how they can be employed to add material qualities that mimic real-world surfaces. Tips on how to use the shaders together as well as how to light and render them using mental ray are offered. Texture mapping. In this section you will learn about how to create UV texture coordinates for a giraffe. Applying textures painted in other software packages, such as Adobe Photoshop, is discussed, as are displacement and normal maps and subsurface scattering shaders. Paint effects. In this section you will learn about a step-by-step demonstration of how to create a custom paint effects brush as well as how to animate and render with paint effects. Rendering for compositing. In this section you will learn about render layers and render passes, which can be used to split the various elements of a render into separate phylae that are then recombined in compositing software. Introducing end particles. In this section you will learn about how to use end particles. You'll use fluid behavior, particle meshes, internal force fields, and other techniques to create amazing effects. Dynamic effects. In this section you will learn about variety of techniques that can be used with N-cloth to create effects. Traditional rigid body dynamics are compared with N-cloth, and combining N-cloth and N-particles is illustrated. Hair and clothing. In this section you will learn about how to augment your Maya creatures and characters using XGen, Maya N-hair, and N-cloth. Using dynamic curves to create a rig for a dragon's tail is also demonstrated. Maya fluids. In this section you will learn about 2D and 3D fluids can be used to create smoke, cloud, and flame effects, and it provides a demonstration of how to render using the ocean shader. Bifrost is introduced as a way of creating liquid simulation. Scene management and virtual filmmaking. In this section you will learn about the Maya virtual camera and its attributes. A number of exercises provide examples of standard and custom camera rigs. Stereo 3D cameras are also introduced. References and the asset editor are also introduced. These features aid with large Maya projects that are divided between teams of artists. Please log on at CodeHub India at www.condehubindia.com/pay.aspx and buy voucher at the earliest. Good luck preparing for your certification.